Hey guys, welcome to another commentary done by Diggity. This match is the final match, UCSD versus UCI. Bleh. Sick cast again, so it'll be fun. This is going to be a rematch of the first match. We have David Kim, aka Jaeyun. I might lapse in calling Jaeyun David Kim here and there, as the red zerg in the upper right-hand corner. And unfortunately, he's not in a zerg favored map like Outsider. And this one, this is God's Garden instead, and he's going up against Darren in the bottom right hand corner once again, and you can tell he probably got. First of all, David Kim did not play very well that last match, and he's not the David Kim. He's just got a really strong StarCraft name of David Kim. Really nice guy. He actually won UCSD Winter Game Fest last year. He might win it again this year. Everybody in the area, by the way, come out. I think it's January 17th this year. I'll try to get you. I will be live casting there, which should be some fun. Anyway, Darren was kind of bad-mannered last match. Granted, Jaeyun didn't drop out of the match when he should have, but Darren went carriers or something like that instead of just running him over. It was pretty bad-mannered. Anyway, this is God's Garden. I feel like whenever you have a map that has a protected natural expansion like this and another natural expansion which is pretty easy to defend, basically when you have two bases that are easy to cap and you have it favors whatever race can ball up and just move out with an indomitable army, and I think that's protoss in this situation. So, big economy map, a lot of options in that regard, and it looks like David Kim is going to be able to get the scout right off the bat. And so that will actually work out for him. And the other thing you can do as a Protoss player is you actually don't need to open up with a fast expansion because, well, it looks like he's going to get scouted, but you don't need to open up with a fast expansion because you have that base behind you that you can defend, so you can just put zealots on your front door so you can push tech a little bit faster. And it looks like, I think that was an overpool from David Kim. My brain's not functioning very well. I'm not sure. I think I might be running a fever again. I don't think I am. I broke a sweat earlier, and I don't think you can run two fevers. But, yeah, anyway, looks like Darren's also going to get the scout right off the bat. See the early zerglings being built. Let's see what he's going to go out with. He does have that simulator down, but it doesn't look like he's mining gas quite yet. And a little bit of harassment on that probe. Probe not quite dead yet. He's going to put down a cybernetics core to start. And actually no zealots. He's playing very risky here. Because if those, it looks like, fortunately for him, it doesn't look like Jaeyun's going to commit a lot of zerglings early, but if some zerglings, because you can see he's building the larva right there, but if he had committed some zerglings early, I don't know that he would have been able to defend his front door all that well with just the single zealot. And it looks like that zealot, never mind, he's got a zealot going now. He started building it right afterwards. Continuing with what looks like a little bit more economic build. David Kim's still wandering around the base. I think Darren might be up to something cheesy again. As you can tell, he's up to something creative. It looks like David Kim trying to hunt for that probe that he saw a bit ago that was low on health, but I think he's lost track of it. It might be that one right there that's now full up on armor again. And in the meantime, Jaeyun's going to take his third expansion. And looks like wow, that probe's actually taken a lot of damage thus far. Let's see if he can get down to that third base. Getting hooked up a little bit right there on a little map. These little map figurine things here. Figurines? Map artifacts, that's the word I'm looking for. Figurines. But yeah, third base up, so it looks like David going for something a little bit more economical. That drone finally coming back in home base. Looks like there is a second zealot being produced, so that front door is now sealed, and it looks like we're going to see a Stargate to provide a little bit of scouting, a little bit of defense otherwise, and then the natural expansion actually coming out way, way late. Right here. I mean, even if you're going to go for that one base protect with the tech, usually you want to have your natural expansion down before your Stargate, unless you're going for some sort of zealot timing push. And also, it looks like, which I assume we're probably going to see right here, but additionally, looks like Darren ended up losing that probe to that little zergling right there. And the Overlord just kind of checking out that front door, seeing what's going on. So right now, and actually, yeah, we're not seeing any addition, a scout being built. Oh my gosh. So Darren continuing to play this bad-mannered, and this is actually going to put him way economically behind, and it looks like he missed a pylon. So he's playing this really terribly, and it doesn't look like he put down that natural expansion otherwise, and also he hasn't put down this additional gateway. I don't think he knows what he's doing in this match, but it looks like he's wanting to play cocky with Scout to start to try to win this, or maybe he's just wanting to have the match and be like, oh, I didn't really want to, that would be an inappropriate time to do it. Finally coming back to try to take this natural expansion. The Overlord going to see that it's not up, and now Jaeyun's got to feel like he's in an excellent, excellent position. He's going to have some Hydralisks, and it looks like a couple of Hydralisks. Even that one Hydralisk will be enough to deal with that scout, honestly. And yeah, that's the thing, is the scouts are so expensive that even if he does manage to get several kills, you need a lot of kills to make them worthwhile, and you can't lose it in the meantime. And I'll be very surprised if he even manages to keep that scout alive period. And if he was going for any sort of timing push, he needed this gateway a lot sooner. And going that gateway plus that nexus is going to delay any sort of push for quite some time. Jaeyun should have something going for him in not too long. Looks like he's also adding on a second gas. Sun colony up. But yeah, now that scout coming into the base, and let's see how much it's going to accomplish. But honestly, it's his economy, Darren's economy, is so far behind right here that I don't know that there's really any amount of damage that can be done with this scout that's really going to be enough. It looks like he is going to get one scout, and that was just looks like a little bit of distraction. Maybe even a little bit of shock here on Jaeyun's part, and now he's got to be a little bit pissed off, thinking like, okay, this guy totally doesn't respect me. A couple Zerglings getting harassed and Overlord taking a single hit, but really not all that bad. And actually what Jaeyun needs to do right here and actually might lose an Overlord, does lose an Overlord as well, having a little bit of trouble maneuvering his Hydralisks. Shouldn't have even lost that much, honestly, up to this point, but nevertheless needs to spread his Hydralisks out a little bit better. Looks like because otherwise, yeah, they can just keep cycling around like this. He does have an Hydralisk here at this point. He just needs to make sure there's one at each point. So if the scout tries to engage at any one point, it ends up getting killed. And it looks like he's finally got some additional Overlords being built. So this scout has provided a little bit of harassment, but really not enough to get it. And wow, 3 more gateways. Looks like a 4th gateway being planted, and we're going to see a heavy Dragoon counter. But honestly, he's walking right into, and I assume this was to try to deal with. This is try to soft counter these Hydralisks, but honestly, he's going to be running right into some Mutalisks in not too long. I think this Zergling, or maybe even the Overlord, might have seen that coming, and at the very least, this Zergling is going to be able to run and scout. Yeah, he's going to be able to scout these Dragoons, so he's going to have the perfect unit combination to work up against this. The Scout still, looks like the Scout managed to get 2 kills, might get a 3rd kill here with that drone right there, but again, still not economically really worth it here. Well, maybe it was with that Overlord, but really not, and it's going to come back with a lot of damage. So yeah, he's walking right into a counter from David Kim. All he needs to do is produce these Mutalisks, as long as he's got a lot of Mutalisks. First of all, these Dragoons not going to be able to deal with these Mutalisks. Are going to be running headlong down their face. But on top of it, natural expansion and main not defended at all with cannons. There's no forge to be seen. There's that scout that got wiped out, and it looks like actually Jaeyun's not even going to bother defending his front door. I don't think he even knows that attack's coming. As long as he gets enough Zerglings out and some enough Hydralisks, he could bring these Mulos back if he wanted to. He really doesn't need to. Might have some trouble, but he's going to be able to completely rake over this natural expansion. Maybe if he just even puts down 2 more Sultan colonies here, he'll be in pretty good shape. Bring a little bit of a light attack force actually here. Yeah, he needs to put down an additional Sultan colony or 2 to help defend this. But that's really all he needs, and in the meantime doesn't even need to micro these Mutalisks here over the main, and you can just see all the damage there. Looks like some Dragoons moved in there, got completely destroyed. So it looks like Jaeyun in an excellent position. Gonna lose, it looks like maybe, man, didn't even lose a single drone actually. Was able to defend otherwise, and it's definitely coming out ahead because again, scouts instead of Corsairs early. There never was a forged place to help defend against this. And now both bases in complete breach, and needs to be careful running this Mutalisk, these Corsair in, because these Mutalisks actually could just full on headbutt that Corsair, I believe. Looks like another Overlord getting taken out. That's one thing Jaeyun's not done a very good job of protecting. Is he's lost a lot of Overlords kind of vacantly, but it's not going to make a difference here. These Mutalisks, let's see if they come back home. It looks like they're still just going to run over, continue to wipe out a bunch of probes, and wow, there hasn't been any 66 minerals. There hasn't been any mining in the meantime. That's a lot of Dragoons, yes, but check out the mineral count on the opposite side, and look at that gas count in particular. This is actually what David Kim didn't do a very good job of that first match, and now with these Zerglings running in, those Dragoons not going to be able to get anything accomplished, because these Dragoons plus these Mutalisks should be able to kill that Dragoon force. But it looks like he's actually just going to take out that single pylon and power 3 of those gateways and run with what's left and just be annoying and harassing while he's continuing to build his own economy, playing a little bit safer rather than kind of the all-inish thing. But yeah, not any probes left. So now this match is completely lost. Darren doesn't have anything. It looks like Jaeyun has won this for UCSD. UCSD will advance to play Waterloo here in the final set. And Darren at this stage is lingering a bit too long. Should have GG'd a while ago. He's only got, what, 22 supply versus more than double that, plus most of that supply is in drones, which look like they're idle, but should come back around. And it looks like Jaeyun, in the meantime, just going to start expanding all over the map, just in case. Also provides a little bit of scouting, just in case. Maybe he's thinking, well, he didn't GG at this stage, so he must have accidentally put something out in the field, or maybe if I just get completely wiped out, I will be able to put a couple troops out in the field. Yeah, he's sending out these Zerglings because I think he's thinking maybe there's another expansion that was hidden someplace. But it looks like these Dragoons are going to come in on the front door. They're marching to their own death because now they're going to get pinned in with these Zerglings, and those Mulisks might even come back from home base to completely wipe out this attack force. So yeah, and it looks like now they don't even have an escape option. So yeah, you took out 2 sunken colonies, but you lost all of your Dragoons. You're not going to be able to rebuild them ever. And there's GG. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Final match right there. Special shout out to everybody. UCSD, yeah. Finals versus Waterloo. Thanks for listening.